My best friend offered to help with my small business during my maternity leave. She secretly trademarked my brand name while I was giving birth. I started my handmade jewelry business 5 years ago, building it from my kitchen table into a 6-figure online business. Moonstone and Sage became my identity, my financial independence, and eventually supported both me and my husband when he lost his job during the pandemic. When I found out I was pregnant with our first child last year, my best friend of 12 years, Jen, immediately offered to help run the business during my maternity leave. Jen had an MBA in marketing experience, so I was actually relieved. We'd been friends since college. She was the maid of honor at my wedding and the first person I told about my pregnancy. You focus on the baby, she insisted. I'll keep everything running exactly as you would. I created detailed operations manuals, gave her access to my supplier contacts, and added her as an admin on my shop and social media accounts. I even set up a temporary email for her that used my business domain. The plan was for her to run things for 3 months while I recovered and bonded with my baby 2 weeks before my due date. Everything seemed ready. Jen had shadowed me for a month, and I felt confident leaving my business in her hands. I transferred 30% of that quarter's profits to her account as agreed the day I went into labor. Don't worry about anything but that baby. I've got everything covered. It was a 36-hour labor that ended in an emergency section, but our daughter finally arrived, healthy and perfect. During my first week home, I was in a fog of recovery and newborn care. Jen sent daily updates that everything was running smoothly, but when I tried logging into my shop account to check sales during a 3 a.m. feeding, my password didn't work. I texted Jen, "Hey, did you change the shop password?" Her response, "Yes. Sorry, we had a security concern. I'll call you tomorrow to update you." That call never came. Instead, I received an email from a law firm sent to my personal email. Not my business one. We represent Jennifer Hayes, owner and trademark holder of Moonstone and Sage IQ. The letter stated that Jen had filed for and received an emergency trademark for my brand name 3 days after I gave birth. She had changed all passwords, redirected my supplier contacts to a new email, and was in the process of transferring my entire product inventory to a new fulfillment center. A quick check of the trademark database confirmed it. While I was in the hospital giving birth, my best friend had legally claimed ownership of the business I'd built for 5 years. I called her shaking, only to have her explain calmly that she'd invested too much to remain just an employee. "You have a family to focus on now," she said. "I'm offering you 15% of future profits, which is generous, considering you'll be doing no work. With a newborn and still recovering from surgery, I frantically contacted 3 lawyers before finding one who specialized in intellectual property. She discovered Jen had been planning this for months. The help was just to gain inside access. The legal battle took nearly everything we had saved for the baby's future. 6 months and $43,000 later, I regained my business, though sales had dropped 70% during the chaos. Last week, I received a wedding invitation from a mutual friend, Emily, who's a bridesmaid. Jen, the friend, included a note. "I know there was some misunderstanding between you two, but can't you put business aside for my special day? Some betrayals aren't just about money. They're about realizing the person who held your newborn in the hospital was simultaneously stealing everything you'd built." I sent a gift to the wedding. I kept my business, but I'll never again believe someone who says, "Don't worry, I've got you covered."